guys, I am coming at you today with a huge book haul. Huge. I have them all right here next to me, and let me just tell you, after Christmas and walks going to the little libraries on the path by my house, I have too many books to read, but I thought I would do a massive book haul before I also go to Barnes & Noble and pick up the new copy of Ruthless Vows, which I am so excited. I really want the exclusive Barnes & Noble edition, so I'm going to Barnes & Noble right after this to go pick that up and probably get more books, even though I shouldn't. But let me just tell you guys, this book haul is insane. So you are not ready for this. There's so many. Okay, well, first up, because I did just mention Ruthless Vows, I got a copy, my own copy of Divine Rivals. If you guys remember, I had borrowed from the library to read this one. But it is such a good book. Honestly, probably one of my favorite reads of this year, if not my all-time favorite. And my husband got me the hard copy. He got me all books for Christmas, so a majority of this stack is from him. But I'm just so excited about this copy, and I'm gonna go get the Barnes & Noble one that has like the greenish cover. And I'm just obsessed with like the front cover of this, because that is just so beautiful. So I am really excited to own my own copy of Divine Rivals. If you haven't read this book yet, both of them are now out, so you should go and read this series. I would definitely recommend. It is so good. So even though I've already read this one, I do now have my own copy of Divine Rivals. So before Christmas came, my husband and I walk around quite a bit. Like, we always do the same loop around our town, and I have found all the little libraries on our loop, and so there's 4 of them, and I check them every time we go for a walk. So before I get into all the books that I got for Christmas, here are the books that I have found just from those, which is honestly impressive. Like, I've got a pretty good haul from those. So first up is this illustrated edition of Little Women, which I've never read Little Women actually, and I'm excited to read it. I've seen a lot of really cute things about the book, and obviously there's the new movie with like some big actresses in it, so I want to watch it at some point. But I got this little illustrated edition, and it's just so cute because it has like all the images. So I'm excited to read it. It's just such a cute like little book. And then I also found the Alice Network, which I don't typically read historical fiction. It's just not usually my favorite. Like, I will read it and get through it, but I never like fully enjoy it, I guess. So I have heard a lot of things about this one, and it's a newer release, and I was kind of shocked that it was in one of those little libraries. So I snagged a copy just to try another historical fiction and try it out. And then I found Elisa Jewell, Invisible Girl. I have not heard of this book. I haven't seen any hype about it, but I love Lisa Jewell. I read Then She Was Gone by her in the fall and really liked it, and I really want my own copy of None of This Is True. I haven't read it yet. It just came out this year, but I figured I found a nice thriller for this fall, and so I just snagged it because I was excited about finding it, and she's a pretty big author now, so I'm excited about this one. And then I found a book of the month. It's called One to Watch. So it's a love story, but there's also this competitive aspect of it, and I just thought it was really cool. And it is a book of the month pick that I didn't pick, but somebody else did. And I just found this out because I got a different book of the month, but each book comes with this little thing. So this one is from June 2020. So someone probably read this in the midst of COVID, which is kind of cool to think about. And some exciting news. So a couple months ago, I was on Facebook and I saw this application for Love Books, and it was to be on their influencer list. And I actually am not sure if I'm on the influencer list or if I just got lucky, because I got a copy of The Brightest Light of Sunshine by Lucina Coney. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Licinia, I don't know. So I'm very sorry if I'm not saying the name right, but I just think this book is beautiful. Like, can we just take a moment to look at the cover? And the color of it is just this cute bright orange color. And then they also sent me a bunch of stuff with this book. So I got a little signed note card from her, the author. And then I got this cool little I was gonna say permanent, but this little temporary tattoo that goes along with the book, and it says Bloom with Grace, which is so cute. and then this little like postcard of the love interest in the book. And so how could you not resist? Like, I'm so excited about this. And I just realized this is a sticker to put in the book. That's amazing. I didn't realize that. At least yeah, it is. So I can put her little signed autograph into this book. That is so cool. I didn't even realize that. So thank you to Love Books and Paige and Vine. Go check them out on Instagram. I'll link down below all of their things and their website. But I am really excited to read this one. I just think the book looks super cute and I've heard really good things. So I'm really excited about that. And then we have all the books that my husband got me for Christmas. I told him all I wanted for Christmas was books and all he wanted was tools, but I couldn't afford all the tools that he wanted. So we ended up getting him a lot of stuff that he wanted, but I got all the books that I wanted. He did a really good job. I did make like a special list for him so he knew like what books I really wanted, and he like went through and found out like what people had gotten me books, what kind of editions they got me. Like, he did a lot of work for this. So I'm just super grateful because I'm really excited to read all of these. And he did ask me a bunch of questions while he was looking and stuff, and I just didn't, I mean, I like answered his questions. I knew he was Christmas shopping for me, but I didn't like hold on to that. So then when it came to our Christmas morning, I was like, I totally forgot about a lot of the things that you asked me. But he did so good, you guys. So first up, he got me Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I actually saw a video on my Instagram that she dropped out of college to write this book, and it like blew up on TikTok, I'm pretty sure, and probably also Bookstagram. But I have heard such good things about this book, and my husband got me all hardcovers, which is like just amazing. So I am super excited. Look at this, that's so cool. But I'm really excited to read this one. I think it's enemies to lovers, which is like my favorite trope ever, if you didn't already know that. And it's just such a pretty book. Like, the purple flowers, are you kidding me? I'm really excited to read this one. I think it is gorgeous. I think the author is really cool. So yeah, I'm so excited about this. And then he also got me, I did kind of spoil this a little bit, but a book of the month club, which I kind of picked it out for myself because I knew which one I wanted, and they were doing one of their $5 month picks or whatever. So I will get, I think, another book from them, or maybe two, and then I'm gonna cancel my subscription. But I really wanted this one. I loved the Mummy movie growing up. Like, the Mummy movies were just my favorite. And I recently rewatched the first one, and they hold up, you guys. Like, they are so good. And so this book is like a modern, kind of like inspired by the Mummy, like similar to the Mummy, I guess. And I was like sold. Like, give me the book right away. So he got me What the River Knows, which I cannot wait to read. And like I said, I just found this out that the hardcovers have like the little stamp. So this one is November 2023, and I actually did pick this one out in that time. So I just think that's really cool. Like, Book of the Month Club books, I mean, they're always hardcover, and I just feel like they're super cool because they all are the same size. They have this little stamp and the engraving. So I am just so excited about that. But funny story about this video, if you don't follow me on Bookstagram, I got the Book of the Month Club book in November, so when it came out like that month, and the mailman put it in our mailbox, and our mailbox is too small, so I had to rip the box inside of our mailbox, carefully slide this book out, which thankfully it is intact and totally fine. Also forgot to mention, I realized the spine for this book, like I just looked at it and I was like, that is gorgeous. Like, the second one is gonna look so cool. Okay, anyway, but I had to carefully get this out of the mailbox. Thankfully, it is totally fine. But it also came with all of these little fun things from Book of the Month. So this like little book about Book of the Month. And then this was the bookmark that came with it. I think all of their books come with a bookmark, or like monthly or whatever. So I got this one, and then a little bit of stickers, like cute little holiday stickers. So I didn't look at these when the book came because my husband was like, you're not allowed to look at it, and I had to because it came and it didn't fit. And so I had to pull it out of the box, and I saw it before I was supposed to. But I am really excited. I just keep saying that because I don't know what else to say, but I think it is so pretty. This is such a nice book. And then I own Once Upon a Broken Heart, so I have that book and I have it in a paperback because I just went and bought it one day because I really wanted to read it. Have I read it? No. So my husband got me the second one in hardcover because I do actually prefer hardcover books. But I think I'll just rebuy like the first one, or I'll just buy the hardcover edition of it after I'm done reading it. So these books are like, the spines of them and just the covers, they are gorgeous. Like I am obsessed with them, especially the purple. Like I'm so excited about books that have the purple coloring. Purple is my favorite. And I just think it's so pretty and like elegant, these spines. And I also read Stephanie Garber, the author, her first trilogy, the Caravel, I don't know how you say it, but that trilogy, I read it a while ago. Like I think I read it right after the third one came out, and I loved those books. Like they are just so twisty and turny, and like you cannot guess what's gonna happen next. And so when I saw she had a new series out, I was super excited because I was like, no way. And Jax from the first trilogy is the main guy in these books. So I'm super excited. I have the first one, I'll have to read it. And then my husband got me the second one. And then my sister-in-law actually got me the third one. So I have all three now. I will just need to buy like the hardcover edition of the first one. But these books are just so gorgeous. I am just so excited to have them on my shelves. I love that they did that with the spine. So I have 2 and 3, which I'm so excited about, and putting them together, they're just so pretty. And guys, this one, okay, so a little backstory. I've been hearing a lot about this one. A lot of people have told me that I would love it, and I took forever to read Emily Henry when people told me that I would love her books, and when I did read them, I was obsessed and I love them. And so this book I've been really, really wanting, and I didn't even know that it came in hardcover. I thought it was only softcover, but my husband got me the 7-year slip as a hardcover, and I just like, look at how pretty. I am just obsessed. Like I really have been wanting to read this book. It's the same author of The Dead Romantics, which I have also not read, but I would also like to read. But I had no idea this was in hardcover. So I am just thrilled about that. I can't wait to read this one. I have a feeling it's gonna be my next obsession. So yeah. And last, but certainly not least, I have not read the series. I've heard a lot of good things. One of my new bad habits now is that I cannot buy a book and read only the first one if it's a series. I have to buy all the books so that way I have them in case I love them and I just need to keep reading the series. So for this reason, I have not read the series. I've heard really great things. I've seen a lot about them. And my husband got me the Shatter Me series. Did you hear that voice crack? I was so excited. But he got me all of them, like the novellas and the whole series, which I'm not sure. I was pretty sure there was only like 3, and then there's actually 9, and I'm not sure. I think these are the novellas and this is the whole series, but I'm not for sure. Like maybe this is a spin-off. I don't know. But I am so excited about these because I've heard really good things. I've looked at Shatter Me over and over and over again, and I've almost bought it so many times, but then I'm like, it's just such a long series and I don't want to buy all the books. But my husband went ahead and bought them all for me for Christmas. So I got this really cool box set, and it also came with a bunch of holes in the plastic. And it's just all messed up. So my husband actually got these for free. Like he got these for free because Amazon really messed up this order. Thankfully, all the books seem fine, but I am gonna have to open them up and double check. But yeah, I cannot believe that. You hear noises in the background. It's my little cat Em, who has decided to help us with this little book haul, and she's the star of the show. So she might be crinkling bags in the background for you guys. Some Emmy ASMR, if you will. She's so cute. With our family Christmases, our first Christmas, we went to my grandma's, and I got If He Had Been With Me, which I've already read, and I love this book, but I just wanted my own copy of it because, like I said, I loved it. And the new one comes out this year in the perspective of the guy in this one. So I really want that book, and I want to read it right away, and I wanted to own this one in case I want to reread it. And I really loved this book. I think it's one of the first ones I read this year, or I finished it right before this year. But anyway, so I'm really excited to own this. And then my grandma also found me this Taylor Swift crafting magazine. I'm a huge Swiftie, so I love this. I just like looking through it. And it actually has a lot of craft ideas that match Taylor Swift like through the eras. So that's pretty cool. I've only looked through it a little bit, but there's like friendship bracelets, recipes, scrapbooking, and just like fun little things to do that kind of match all the Swiftie things. So I love that. And speaking of Taylor Swift, my dad and stepmom found the little golden book of Taylor Swift, and so I read this yesterday, and it's just so cute. It's just such a cute little book about T Swift, so I love this. And look at how pretty the cover is. Like, it's just so cute. So I'm excited about that too. And like I said, I read it and it's just a cute little book about Taylor Swift. And then I'm so excited about this, you guys. The Naturals box set. So all of the books are in here, this is also for my dad and stepmom, and I have been wanting to read these so bad. I saw on Bookstagram, this girl posted a reel, I think about like the main characters, and it was just such an aesthetically like pleasing video, and then she talked about like the different personalities of the characters and what their skills are, and so I saw that and I was like, I want to read those books. And then these kind of blew up and like everyone has been reading them, and so now I'm like, oh man, I really want to read those, and I finally have my own set. So I'm really excited to jump into these. I think I'll like them a lot, but we shall see with time. But Emmy just knocked over the camera because she sees like a squirrel or something down there. Are you kidding me? Okay guys, today is the day. I'm all ready to go in the car, headed to Barnes & Noble to pick up Ruthless Vows. I could literally cry. I am so excited, and the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition is like gorgeous. As soon as I saw the cover, I was like, that's the one for me. So let's go get it and see what else we can find. Last but not least, so I just went to Barnes & Noble and I was refreshing it all day because I was looking on their website and it said that the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Ruthless Vows was at the one closest to my apartment. So I go over to that one and guess what? Out of stock. They don't have it. And she's like, do you want the regular one? We might have one of those. And I was like, I would take it if you have one. And then she told me they're all sold out, so it wasn't even an option. But thankfully, there's another Barnes & Noble that is 15 minutes from my apartment the other way. And so she was like, let me call them and see if they have any. Like, I highly doubt it, but I'll just call them. And I was like, thank you so much. So she calls them, and the store manager, her name is Megan, she was gonna buy the last Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Ruthless Vows, but then she decided to give it to me. And so she saved it for me and I was able to go and buy it. So Megan, I don't know how you would ever see this, but I am so grateful for you. Seriously, thank you so much. She said that she would buy it in the next shipment, so I hope she gets a copy soon, but I am just so thankful. When I went to pick it up at the other store, I didn't find her. I was gonna give her like this really heartfelt thank you because I'm like, I really wanted that book, and she gave it to me. So I'm just so grateful, but look at it, you guys. It is so pretty. Like, I almost dropped it. It is gorgeous. I am obsessed. And it's a hardcover. Like, look at all these details. Emmy's playing with the bag, and the cover is a quote, I believe, probably in the book. And I am just so excited. So this is my plan for the next couple, probably for the rest of today. I am going to sit and read this book, and then I will read my whole stack of all the other books that I got. So I'm just so grateful. Okay, I finished the book haul video and then I realized that I forgot one. I also got the next Harry Potter Illustrated Edition, the 5th one, The Order of the Phoenix, and I'm very excited, but the illustrator is not finishing the next two as of right now, so the collection is not complete because that is all that exists, but I have all of them now, so I'm excited because my Harry Potter collection is complete, but I have to wait and see if they ever release the next two. thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a really, really great Christmas or holiday, and I'm just so thankful for you. I hope you stick around to see me read all of these books and to hear my thoughts and my other books of 2024, because my goal is to read 150. So we will see what happens, but I love you guys so much. I hope you're doing well. Bye!